Hello and welcome to the Kayden Show, today's best country mix. And joining us today is Bailey. Hi, Bailey. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
I am so glad to hear that you're doing good. So, kind of tell us to get started. How did you get into music?
Well, I've kind of just always loved music. My family's very musical. I come from an Irish background, so it's always been in my blood. But I really started getting into writing songs around the age of 11 when I did a songwriting workshop, and I met my producer called Byron, and I then wrote a song with him. After that, I did a proper recording session and came out with my first song called Step by Step. And it was kind of the moment I realized I loved performing was I was doing a performance called One Big Voice with all of the school choirs.
Mhm.
And I was standing up there in front of like about 5,000 people, 15,000 people. And I sung the last line of Fight Song as a solo. And from there, I just knew I wanted to be on the stage.
Mhm. Is there something in particular that you most love about music?
I would say for me, I make my music very positive, and I love it
Mhm.
when I get like people messaging me saying this has really helped me. Like I've gotten messages of people saying this has really helped me get out of a dark place. Thank you so much. And it's so sweet, and it's so good to know that your music's just helping people. It's so nice.
Mhm. That is one of the most positive things. When you're actually writing a song, your goal is to not only have the person like your song, but to also kind of have them get helped in some sort of way as well, if it's like a song directly towards that avenue. So, Bailey, if you could duet with any singer in the world, who would you choose and why?
Well, I'd probably choose Taylor Swift because I've always been obsessed with Taylor Swift. Um, Taylor Swift or Shawn Mendes, because those are the two singers I'm obsessed with. And I feel like at the moment my music is very country market,
Mhm.
and I know that's how Taylor Swift started, and I'd
Yeah,
love to like do that sort of a song with Taylor.
like that country pop type, that would be cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So, do you have any new singles, projects, or anything like that coming up, Bailey?
I have quite a few songs lined up to be released. Um, and I've actually got a project that's quite big. It's I'm not sure if I can say it, but I have multiple songs, and it's gonna be like almost like a little series. But yeah, it's you'll have to keep an eye and find out. What we're just changing the
There you go. It's all good. So, what does a typical day look like for you, Bailey? Do you go to school?
Yes, I do go to school. um a difficult day for me would probably just be when I'm like, oh, a typical day. A
Yeah.
typical day for me is just, yeah. Well, 3 days a week I go to school, and
Mhm.
I just do work, and then I have dance after school. And then the other like 2 days a week I go to a part-time course called APAN, where I can get my musical theatre cert for. And then I go straight to dance. So those 2 days are just like back to back dancing. Um, but yeah, um, I'm really loving the course at the moment.
Mhm. Mhm. So, is there anything in particular that you like doing outside of music? Hobbies, interests, anything like that you like to share with us?
I love dancing. And at the moment at dance, I'm doing silks, and I'm a bit obsessed with silks. Um, with music, I mean, it's still music related, but I'm obsessed with like Broadway shows and all that. Um, yeah, I recently just did a pageant, and I won the title of Miss Teen Queen.
Mhm.
Um, it was for Premier Elite pageants, and it was lots of fun because you got to get all like really pretty dresses, and then
Hmm.
you got to walk up and down the stage, and yeah, it was really nice.
Hmm.
Um, and soon I'm going to be taking part in a horror film
Oh,
mid-year.
really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I'm not much of a horror person myself, but
Hmm.
give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt. I mean, I'm not super into horror either, but that's really cool. I have to say, it's a really cool opportunity for you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, where do you see yourself in like the next 5 to 10 years, Bailey?
I'm hoping, assuming this COVID's all gone away,
Hmm.
I'm hoping to be traveling and getting to actually meet all the radio hosts. I hope to go over in Australia. We have Tamworth, which is a lot like
Hmm.
Nashville, just for Australia. So I'm hoping to go over to Tamworth because I've gotten quite close with a lot of people over there. Um, and I'm hoping to do like a little tour around Tamworth and then hopefully maybe move that to Nashville and just, of course, keep making music. I want to try and produce as much music as I can in the next couple of years.
Hmm. That's awesome. That's awesome. And by the way, I had a chance to listen to some of your songs, and I think they're just awesome. So there you go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you are very welcome. So, is there a message that you would like to give your fans or anyone listening or watching this, Bailey?
um, my message would probably just be always stay positive. Um, there's always like there's always a way out of a dark place. You're never stuck in it. This is actually like quotes from my song Stuck. But it's like also a quote I like to live by. At the moment, because of COVID, getting back to performing and stuff, I am struggling a little bit with nerves because
Mhm.
just before COVID, I gotten rid of my nerves. And then after COVID, it's like now we're doing performances again and stuff. And I'm like getting a bit nervous now. So for me, it's really like you're better off to go on stage and perform your
Mhm.
best than go on stage and perform your worst and be too scared to perform. Because people are going to laugh more at the person who's up there, all into themselves, who looks embarrassed than the person who just gets up there and does their thing.
That's very true. That's very, very good advice there.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I definitely think, especially from your standpoint, you're young, so I think that's really inspiring to a lot of young people. That's for sure.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've always lived by that quote, like even since I was in primary school. So,
Hmm. Hmm. How is the COVID situation down there in Australia right now? I know we're starting to get a little more relaxed.
well, our COVID situation is actually starting to get a little worse because we so Omicron's starting to come in now.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um, because we live in WA, so our
gotcha.
premiers like was so strict about
Hmm.
all the borders and the vaccines and all that. And our borders actually open today, so it's probably going to get even worse.
Hmm.
But yeah, at the moment I think there's like over 10,000 cases of of COVID, but I think there's only about 11 people in hospital and they're not due to COVID. They just have COVID. So
Well, I mean, we're gonna get there. We're definitely gonna get there. So,
yes.
mhm. So where can people find you on social media if they want to find you, Bailey?
My Instagram is Bailey Perrie Official. My Facebook is Bailey Perry's Music. My website, sorry, my website is www.baileyperry.com, and my TikTok is Bailey Perry Official as well. My Spotify is just Bailey Perry, and so is my YouTube. It's also just Bailey Perry. Yeah, and I think that's it.
Mhm. Is there anything else that I forgot that you'd like to share with us today before we hop off, Bailey?
No. Well, I actually just recently had a new song come out called Friends for Life.
Ah. Mhm.
And it's available on all streaming platforms. And um, we made a music video, and it's the beginning of the series we're doing. So you go keep an eye out for that one.
Awesome. Well, Bailey, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We really do
Thank you so
appreciate
much
your
for having
time.
me.
Oh, it is my pleasure. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.